Gather around, Island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your fire pit chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island.
All right, guys, we are back recapping episode 21 and 22. So it feels like a lifetime ago, but like episode 21 was Tiffany was still there.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that dumping really shocked me.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Pretty ruthless they dumped Tiffany. If the girls weren't so close in there, like, Jess should have went home. Like, it was Jess's time. Now, after
Agreed.
episode 22, it's definitely Jess's time. Like, even Ronnie is like, Jess, no. Like, come on.
Oh my gosh. I know. And the fact that, like, the only girl who was pled the case for Jess was Nicole.
Right. That's interesting.
And that's obviously, like, they're like best. It was them three, like they're best friends. She's not gonna. Is her name Nicole? Like, am I okay?
Wait, Nicole.
Her name's Nicole
with Kieran.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason that felt weird, but Nicole does not say anything. She doesn't like which bothers me. Like, have an opinion. Like, I hate people who just like sit on the side. Like, especially for TV, I want you to like give something other than just like neutral because you're too scared to like disappoint somebody.
Right.
It's giving people pleaser.
Yeah, I feel that. But but like, I'm not made for TV, you know? But
right.
The thing is, it's like, yeah, they didn't.
But you stand up when you feel that you need to stand up.
Yeah, no, I think I do. I've worked on that, you know?
Yeah.
But
for sure.
I do think, like, they should have sent Jess home at that point. Like, it wasn't fair to Tiffany. Like, she was trying and she wasn't going to fake it with Ronnie, even though that would have been easy, you know? So I feel like I wish Tiffany got another chance. But at this point, like, if your person's not in there, they might not come in. Do you know what I mean? We're getting to, like, the halfway point.
Exactly, but honestly, to my point, or to a point, is that, like, Connor, he's saying it's been very hard to come in and make connections because everyone's closed off.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if we cut out Jess, like, she's our only hope for any new bombshell coming in.
That's true.
So it's like, would we rather see Tiffany find love or would we rather see Jess? Because, I mean, Tiffany, I have no desire to watch that movie.
That's very true, actually, when you put it like that. Like, that is all, yeah, especially now that Sean has Matilda. Like, it really is just up to, like, the last single girl to make something happen, unless the guy turns. But, yeah, that's actually a good point. And Tiffany really didn't give much. At least Jess does give a lot. Do you know what I mean? Are you there?
Say the last part again.
Like, Jess does bring something else to the table. Like, she brings drama, if anything else. Like, if not love, like, she is bringing something else. Tiffany really, she hadn't proven it. I know she only had a week, but yeah, she didn't bring much.
Yeah, and honestly, I need to not look at that mouth anymore, for real.
Yeah, no, it was distracting.
It was distracting. It's, like, the only way I could put it. And I don't really care to watch Tiffany, like, say 300 times in a conversation.
Yeah.
So, but Omar was very shocking. I don't know, like, first of all, I didn't even watch it. I went on the Instagram and I just saw, like, I just popped up my Instagram on Fire Pit and it was, like, dumped. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. And during the day.
Yeah, and just, like, Tiffany just decided she wasn't into Ronnie.
Mm-hmm. Just. Like, literally just had that conversation with him.
Yeah, and Omar, I don't really know what his thing was. But, yeah, I mean, I guess it was his time to go.
I think so. Like, I think Omar was trying with Matilda, but I don't know if it was really there at that point anyway. And I know, like, Kieran got mad at Sean for sending him home, but, like, what was Sean supposed to do? Like, not send him home?
Yeah, I don't know why Kieran got so mad at that. I mean, isn't that what this is about?
Also, exactly. Also, it wasn't just Sean. It's not like everybody else wanted to vote out someone else, and Sean was like, no, I really think it should be Omar. Like, they all agreed to it at the end of the day. And
but it's kind of like Sean was like, everyone was mad at me and Harriet. Like, I feel like no one else was talking. And Harriet and Sean were the deciders.
But then it's like, okay, but then they can't get mad because they could have brought someone else to the table. Like,
right.
They could have said someone else, and they didn't, so therefore they all agreed.
Right.
And I do think everyone just like put the blame on Sean and Harriet because it's the easiest to do that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Sunday night's episode, Nicole and Kieran are. I think Nicole wants it to work so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just she sees the red flags
Mm-hmm.
and she hears her gut, but it's like she is just ignoring it left and right.
Yeah.
She's like, I shouldn't be into this 21-year-old rugby player.
Mm-hmm.
I told myself I'm not going to be into rugby players. And she just wants, every time he says something, like, I'm sorry, that whatever Eggy game.
Yeah, Eggy Bosch. I'm like, thank God that's not a game over here, first of all. That would drive me nuts. Like, that's my worst fear.
But honestly, I would walk up. I'd probably be like, what the fuck? And I'd walk away, and then they'd be like, I'm kidding. I'd be like, what the fuck, guys? Like, you would turn around and, like, have the crack back.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, it's giving old.
No, she took it way too serious. It's just giving, like, insecure. Like, she's so insecure in her relationship with Kieran. And I think Kieran, like, he's young. He's 21. But all that aside, like, I do think he's, like, gives her a lot of reassurance. Like, he apologizes right away. Like, he's an idiot for even playing that game with Nicole. Like, Joey's like, no, don't play that game with Nicole. Like, even Joey's like, bro, if that was Grace, I wouldn't have done that. But at the same time, like, boy, like, you can't take it too seriously. He was ignoring you for a game, you know?
For, like, literally a microsecond.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, she doesn't want to be the butt of a joke, but it's just like turn around and be like, you're
but
a
laugh
loser.
it off.
Yeah. Like, taking yourself too seriously, I don't know. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not too great. But I do think she's, like, insecure with Kieran because then on tonight's episode, the body count thing, you should just, like, honestly never ask someone their body count. It's, like, gonna do nothing but upset both parties. Like, I just, like, I wouldn't want to tell, like, it's just, like, not necessary information. Like, it's not gonna change. And Kieran said it good. He's like, if I could take it back for you, like, sure I would, but I can't. And it's like, that's true. Like, knowing that number isn't gonna change that number. So all it's gonna do is upset you.
Yeah, it's a hefty number for 21.
And I mean, she did say that, which is, like, that is true. Like, for 21 years old, like, that's crazy. But, like,
that's nuts.
I just don't understand how, like, real people get to those numbers. Like, we're talking, like, their weekends are jam-packed. Like, haven't you ever just, like, stayed in on a Friday night?
I know, it's, like, every weekend. Well, there's weeknights. If you're a fucking guy.
Yeah.
Maybe at a university and you play rugby.
Yeah.
You can have your pick of the litter.
Yeah, Tuesday night. You're right. Dorm room. Yeah. Totally.
They got like 14 girls on his text, and it's like whoever answers or texts first.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
And I don't think he's the type to go back for seconds.
Yeah. No, that's not like 120 times in my life. It's 120 different people.
That's even more insane.
Yeah. I mean, some of them were at the same time because he has had threesomes, he said.
Okay, but actually, if he has 120 girls, how many times
has
he had
a time? There's no way. There's no time
like
to do it
500
multiple times. Yeah.
I don't know. 21-year-olds have stamina.
Exactly. They have energy. Like, couldn't be me at 30. Oh my God. Are you joking?
No, never. And then that night on Sunday, Joey and Omar getting a little tiff.
I'm just like, is this produced? I just don't.
Right.
Like, Joey, are you
so
actually worried about anyone going for Grace? Like, genuinely. And Grace going for anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's just trying to, like, not become irrelevant or something. Because it's just like, honestly, I've barely seen Grace talk to either Omar or Connor. So it's weird that there's, like, rumors that they're interested in her. Like, they don't talk. Like, I think they all think she's hot. Great. We all have eyes. Like, she's hot. But, like,
yeah.
Is Joey actually worried about someone going after her? I don't think so. I think that's just, like, that seems produced to me. Like, fake.
Yeah, like, he's not fulfilling his contract, so he has to, like, start these random fucking things.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think everybody else is kind of just, like, not falling for his games anymore.
Like, how are you more mad at Omar than Connor?
Right. Like, after Connor did it, he was like, no sweat. Don't worry about it. I'm like, huh? And they both
So weird.
they both said to each other, though, this doesn't change anything. Connor said it to Joey, and Joey said it to Grace and to Connor. So it's like, so what's the point of it then?
What was the point of Connor choosing?
Grace, yeah. Like, why not choose Jess? And, like, if you guys are more friends, you're more friends. But, like, why not see where that is? I guess he's, like, the most attracted to Grace in the villa. But then why tell Joey, like, this doesn't change anything? Like, if you know it's not going to turn Grace's head, like, why even, like, do that?
Maybe it was after her reaction.
Oh, yeah. Fair point. Because
her reaction was burr.
Yeah. No, she was like, what did you just do?
She's like, what the actual fuck?
She was disgusted. She's like,
I literally just talked to you to give you a pep talk, not for you to fucking couple me up.
She's like, no, I was trying to help you, like, hook you up with someone else, like, not with me. And to her credit, he was like, I mean, it would be you. She was like, well, no one else? Like, anyone else? Like,
I know, but couldn't she be more direct though? Like, or is she just being too nice with the like, she doesn't know how to let people down, so she just kind of fluffs around the answer, right. Which is why Connor was like, she said she was open. The couple, they were the low on the couple, so what am I not seeing? Like, mm-hmm. I get that, because then you're like, oh, maybe they aren't as strong as possible. And, like, he has a point. Like, it didn't work out this time, so will it work out? Or last time, will it work out this time? Like, yeah. Is it just another holiday romance? But no, the romance never ended.
Right. No, that's the thing. The breakup was the thing that's not real.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess after her reaction, he was kind of like, okay, well, I guess this doesn't change anything, but I tried. And I do think he said something like that in the beach hut, too. So, yeah, I think you're right. Looking back now.
Awkward, very ballsy. I don't know how he thought that would have played well for him, but...
But Grace is stupid for being like, I'm still open, because you're not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get why her and Joey are saying they're even open. Like, why? Don't even... Just stop.
Because, like... It's like, does she not want to be in real life? Like, does she not want to make that? Because if she leaves Love Island, and they have, like, they need to be boyfriend and girlfriend after this.
Yeah, I think if she or he were to leave Love Island, the other should leave.
Agreed. That's where I thought this was headed. Mm-hmm. I thought Joey was, I forgot about Jess. I thought Joey was going to go home, then we'd send Grace. Honestly, that would be perfect if Joey left and Grace stayed.
Yeah, but, like, what's Grace gonna do? She's not gonna do anything. They're gonna act like they're
honestly,
gonna do
like,
something, and then it's gonna be another Samantha situation.
But it's like, is Grace as into it as Joey is?
Yeah, I think she's just, like...
Playing?
Yeah. Like, I think
Love
they're
Island.
acting like, exactly, like they're open because that's, like, they're on a show. And they can't close it off. But, like, if I were Grace in that situation with Connor, I think it would have behooved her to be like, it would take a lot for me to see someone else, but we're not closed off yet. Like, something.
Yeah.
Give the man some kind of truth. Because she just kind of like acted like she brushed by it. Yeah. But she was like lying by omission, because she was like, we're open. But it's like, but you're not actually open.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting to me, but
I honestly, my mouth dropped when he chose her. But also, like, I was looking at the comments when they were in the bottom three, and like they truly believed they didn't want to be in the bottom three, but people were like, oh, so our votes don't matter anymore. But now I'm like, wait, it doesn't make sense, because they actually were in the bottom three. They weren't saved. So why? Because I thought a lot of people were mad that they were saved by the public, but they weren't. They were low.
But I thought they were saved by the public, because Joey was voting to kick Omar out. I thought they were saved by the public.
He was standing up. He was low.
Oh, okay. So the bottom three couples were... Oh, okay.
They were Will and Uma.
No, Will and Uma were saved, I thought.
No.
Oh my god, this was just too
the
long
only
ago.
people... Yeah, the only people who were saved were Mimi and Io.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole and Kieran, and Sean and Harriet. It was only those three.
Got it. Okay. That is
but
kind of wild that they weren't saved.
And like, what acting that Joey's like, yeah, I don't know why we weren't in the top 3. It must be your side combos with Omar.
Yeah, Joey.
Joey.
No, we can just see that you're all like really a couple.
Yeah, like you didn't find love in Love Island. You were already in love. Exactly. That's the point.
And that's
like,
why you
get
shouldn't
out
be on
of
Love
here.
Island. Exactly.
Yeah, you didn't find love in Love Island. That's what's so, and that's why everyone's like, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever is believing this like rekindling romance is like doesn't have half their brain.
No, they like still believe Santa's real. Like that's how much
honestly,
they believe in a
two
fantasy.
are the same.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Anyway, repetitive. I'm gonna move on from Joey. I'm gonna move on. Okay, how are we back to a Jess, Harriet, and Ronnie?
Talk
Jess,
about
are
repetitive. No, Jess.
Like, are you? First of all, I feel like I said this last episode that
you did.
Harriet and Ronnie. Did I not use unfinished business?
Yeah, no, you said that they like would find their way back to each other. You totally called it. I was thinking about you when I was watching this episode. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
Demi was right.
I know. I gotta go back to that YouTuber and go, yo, did you see timestamp 14? I was right. Yeah, and also like, are people making Jess do this, or does Jess like? Because you should be really embarrassed. You talked so much shit. And, like, she despises Harriet. Like, she's like, yeah, I just don't, I think he wants someone he could treat like a doormat. And, like, that's not going to be me. AKA Harriet.
I'm sorry. What Jess did at the end of tonight's episode was, like, so mean girl. It was so mean girl coded. It was, like, to take that conversation she had with Ronnie, who we all know how Ronnie operates. He's very sleazy. And that conversation, he was pretty straight up with her that he was not into her. He's going to try it with Harriet. And he did it in a nice way. Like, he started it with that classic, it's not you, it's me. You deserve someone better for me. If a guy ever says that to you, he just, like, he doesn't want to date you anymore. And this is, like, a nice way of, like, breaking up with you. Like, if a guy ever says you're too good for me, that boy is dumping you, like, straight up. And I even think he was being nice, how he was like, if you chose me that night, like, things would be different. Like, I think, what do you mean? You guys were already
what night are they talking about?
The night that she recoupled with Sean. And so Harriet chose him. But it's like, it wouldn't have been different because before that night, when you guys were in a couple and you were getting to know Harriet. So I don't believe that. I think I again.
It was just a cookie sandwich or something where you give like a compliment sandwich.
Exactly, a cookie sandwich. Sounds delicious.
It does sound so good. I need dessert so bad.
No, but I think he was like trying to be like, I'm gonna let her down easy. He straight up said he didn't have feelings anymore for her. He said, like, I had a great date with Harriet. She turned around, walked over to Harriet, like, kind of lied about how that conversation went. She said that he would have been for me 100% if I chose him that night. That's not what he said. He said things would have been different. That doesn't mean he said I would be 100% with you if you recoupled with me. That's not true. I hate when girls do that. Like, I hate when girls will talk to a guy and then, like, kind of, like, change the convo and then tell you, because guess what? You're never going to believe that guy. You're only going to believe the girl. Like, we shouldn't lie about those conversations. Like, it wasn't nice. And she said, like, everything Jess said to Harriet was a lie. And I'm, like, so mad with Jess after this conversation. She said, we had that conversation because we both were really stubborn about this situation. No, Jess, you had that conversation because you were hoping you were going to steal Ronnie from Harriet. Again, you thought he was going to choose you. So that's why you had that conversation, not because you were being stubborn. Then you said, well, first thing he said was that he would have been with me. Not true. If they had recoupled. And then he said, so much has happened now that we both kind of agreed, like, it wouldn't work for us. No, he said he wasn't interested in you anymore, that he didn't have those feelings. That's what he said. Like, if you're gonna drop
way my jaw dropped.
I was waiting for Jess to be like, no, but he said like he doesn't feel that way for me anymore. Like she never said
straight
that.
up. No, like that was like was it I guess two things could be the same, because I'm like, was it her ego being so bruised she just got literally dumped? Pied? Is that what they called them?
Yeah, she was
when
pied.
you got dumped. Literally straight up. And then she just wanted it to, she wanted to like
it was like she was saving
this
face
saying?
with herself, like
yeah, like
tr-
what's the ego? Pat your ego.
oh
What's
yeah,
the
she was
saying?
like what is that? She was like
right,
caressing her ego. No,
that's sexual.
yeah, that's way too sexual. But she was like
yeah, like she was like almost like making herself feel better to like put Harriet down. Like she's one of those girls who like feels better putting other girls down.
but that's bad.
It's
bad,
gross.
bad. That's disgusting. Like
Yeah,
she ruined it for Harriet to like save
know,
face
like-
for what, Jess? Like, first of all, that conversation was recorded, so we all know you got dumped. No matter how you tell it to the girls, like everybody else knows
Right.
what's true. So I just feel like it made her look so much worse, because not only did she get dumped, but I can't even feel bad for the girl because she had to take that happiness from another girl. And like Harriet was so excited before that date. She was literally shrieking in the makeup chair, like, "Ay!" Like she was so excited. Like I'm livid about that. I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
I agree. And honestly, like Harriet should be happy. Ronnie straight up decided.
Mm-hmm. And he chose Harriet. He didn't even play
Exactly.
with Jess. Like he didn't even try to. He said those feelings, like they're not there.
He said she admitted she had feelings, and he said, I don't feel the same.
Yeah, like
And
that.
you walk around and tell them and Harriet that nothing, like that honestly was the grossest thing ever, and Jess needs to get the fuck out. And that would be amazing if Joey and Jess left.
Yeah, I think that would be sick. I just like, what is
It's, like,
Jess
kinda
sticking around for? It's like you can't make it work with any of the new people. Like, who's Jess's type? Like, I just think she's gonna ride or die for Ronnie. And like the fact that she was thinking Ronnie was gonna like crawl back to her.
This girl has an ego the size of a freaking Saturn. Like, she loves herself.
And every time Harriet talks, she's like rolling her eyes.
Oh, she hates Harriet. It's like gross. Like, it's beyond. Like, Jess is a straight up bully.
Yeah, no, she's a mean girl. Like she is in Mean Girls. She's a plastic from Mean Girls. Like she is Regina George.
Yeah.
And I just didn't.
And not
like
even
that.
the cool, stylish way. And honestly, I was thinking back to like how we said she was our favorite.
And we were obsessed with her. I'm like, oh my god, it couldn't be farther from the truth. Like farther.
I know.
She's my least favorite girl there.
But then I'm like, so why wouldn't producers make it easy where producers pushed Connor into that?
Mm-hmm.
So is this a chess? Are they moving around some pieces? Because if Connor and Jess were in a couple, boom, so easy. Like, is this a way to get Joey off? You know what I mean?
I think it's kind of like what you were saying, where it was like, I don't know if the public's really buying that this couple reunited in Love Island. So it's like to kind of give some like distraction,
Right.
You know,
Turmoil.
what I mean?
Yeah. But then I guess we could finish with Sean and Matilda finally kissing.
Oh, Shawnee boy, poor thing.
I actually felt like their kiss was like simpatico.
No, I think they like each other, but it's just like Sean's so cute. He's like, I'm gonna sing it from the rooftops.
That was really cute.
And he's like, I have butterflies. Like, I genuinely believe Sean has butterflies. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I don't think he's just saying that. And even when he was like, I would really like to kiss you, and she said like, you're lucky, like I'll let you. He was like, really? Like he was so genuinely excited. It was
He like
so
jumped
sweet.
at her. He's like, I'm not letting you change your mind. Yeah, and I think she likes him too, so it's good to know that a girl who says she likes nice guys is going for a nice guy.
Finally, that's a girl who's like gonna get married before all the rest of them.
Facts.
She's got her priorities straight.
For sure. I really like her. And then there wasn't a tomorrow night preview, but I guess we'll see. There's got to be another bombshell in here soon.
There wasn't a preview, but it's going to be on an hour later tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, there was no preview. There's got to be a bombshell. There's got to be a couple dumping. There's got to be something. I mean, I know we just dumped a boy and a girl, but like I like when they dump intact couples. Because dumping the boys and the girls, like inevitably, like usually the single ones go home. We need like to mess about within the couples now, you know?
Yeah. Or Cost is going to be really boring.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're really good.
Really good. Yeah, it could be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Joey's not going to be doing anything, but Kieran
and Ronnie.
And honestly, Sean. If like
for sure.
If another girl comes in interested in him, he could be like play a Curtis, you know?
For sure. All right, so I guess we'll wrap this up. Before we wrap it up, I just want to give a shout out to the person who said they're a loyal listener and gave us 1 star for our titles. First of all, hi loyal listener. Do you have to hit us with 1 fucking star?
Yeah, can you just like DM us
like what about 3?
Exactly.
Like love the podcast. I'll give you 2 off though because you fucking spoiled some episodes. 1? And you know who would never?
A loyal listener.
A loyal listener are YouTubers.
Yeah, no, our YouTubers are amazing. I love their comments. Apple Podcasts, if you guys could step it up, or if the YouTubers could perhaps give us some reviews on Apple Podcasts, that would help because it's just like 2 girls who are really trying their best. Like, we're tired and we bring you everything we've got. And like also, like, I'm sorry, this is a daily recap show. So like, I know that like maybe a title spoiled it, but like perhaps don't look at the pot. Like, I don't know what to tell you because like I have to recap this show. So like if you haven't watched the episode, there's gonna be a spoiler. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can only help you guys so much. The only one was Sam. But that could have meant like a myriad of things. Like maybe I wanted a moment of silence for Sam because like his hair, like when I said Ronnie finally made a decision, I didn't say who he decided. Like I like, guys, come on. Like, we all know.
Loyal listener, come on.
Please delete your review. Like, please. If you're, like, really want to support us, like, write a new one.
Jess is going to start crying. Jasmine will cry if you delete it.
No, it was so upsetting to see that because, like, genuinely, we're trying our best. Like, I have to name these titles. What am I gonna name tonight's title? I don't know. I'm hungry. I want to eat dinner.
I got two titles for you.
Thank God.
We could go with Unfinished Business. Very vague.
Okay.
Or is this just another holiday romance?
Both are really good. Or should I just say, Goodbye, Tiffany? And just like, really?
All right, well, you know what? I gotta go because I can hear my freaking child screaming.
All right.
But goodbye, Tiffany. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine. We appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get podcasts. So please leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.